Hello everyone, good morning to you all. My name is Jivesh and I welcome you all to this official YouTube platform of Nimbus IAS. So today is our class for your modern history for this HPAS 2026 Prelim series. And without wasting any time, we shall start our class. Before starting, I would like to tell you about this test series, which is the test series for HPAS Prelims. It is available in both online and offline modes. And if you wanted to get this test series, you can just call us on the number that is given on your screen. All right. Okay. So we are ready to go. Okay, right. So here is your question number first. Question number first is, now there are three statements regarding the Rayatwari system. All right. Statement one is land revenue was settled directly with the cultivator. Second, the Thomas Munro was associated with its introduction. And third is that revenue rates were permanently fixed. Which among the following statements given above are correct? Good morning everyone. Which of the above statements given are correct? What should be the right answer? Arjun have said option number A, that is 1 and 2 only. Right. So Rayatwari system had this provision that the land revenue was settled directly with the cultivator. Exactly right. Rayat simply means cultivator. So in this particular system, the revenue is directly collected from the cultivator. And secondly, Thomas Munro was associated with its introduction. Thomas Munro has introduced it. Right. And the third statement, the revenue was permanently fixed, is not correct. Actually, it is basically in the system of the permanent settlement. The revenue was permanently fixed for some fixed period of time, and this was not the case in the Rayatwari system. All right. So 1 and 2 is going to be the right answer, which is option number A, that all of you have given answer. Very good. We will move on to our next question, that is question number second. Question number second is, the first meeting of Indian National Congress was held under the leadership of. Okay, now this is a very basic question, but it is some kind of asked in a different manner, right? The first meeting of Indian National Congress was held under the leadership of whom? First meeting of Indian National Congress. Good morning everyone, good morning. What should be the right answer for this question number second? Let me know. Yes, you have understood this question. Actually, the question that we simply go through is that who presided the first session of Indian National Congress. The first session is also said to be the first meeting as well, right? So the first meeting, it took place on 28th of December 1885. 28th of December 1885 at Bombay. There was this Gokul Das Tejpal Sanskrit College in Bombay, where this first meeting or the first session of INC took place under the leadership of Vyomesha Chandra Banerjee, whom we call as the first president of Indian National Congress in 1885. Alright, so option number C here will be the right answer. It is quite an easy one. We will move on to our next question, that is question number third. Question number third is, which among the following acts had a separate preamble? Which among the following acts had a separate preamble? Which among the following acts had a separate preamble? All right. There are four options: Government of India Act 1919, Indian Council Act of 1909, Indian Council Act of 1904, and Indian Council Act of 1892. What should be the right answer for question number third? What should be the right answer for question number third? Which of the following acts had a separate preamble? Let me know the right answer. Which among the following acts had a separate preamble? Alright, so you have given different answers, option number A and option number B. So the right answer here is going to be the Government of India Act, right? Which are sometimes also known as the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, right? So these reforms were introduced in 1919, which contained a separate preamble, right? The objective of the preamble was clearly mentioned in it, that is to give a responsible government or a representative Indian government, a representative government in India with gradual pace, right? That was the intention of the British as per the preamble. However, it was not fully taken up to, right? But it was actually the provision that was given there in the preamble, right? So this was option number A, Government of India Act 1919. Important question, keep it in mind. Next is question number 4th. Question number 4th is, who was the Nizam of Hyderabad at the time of revolt, 1857 revolt? Who was the Nizam of Hyderabad at the time of the revolt of 1857? 4 option: Afzal-ud-Daula, Salar Jung the First, Asif Ali, and none of the above. And none of the above. Who among the following was the Nizam of Hyderabad? Who was the Nizam of Hyderabad? 4 options are there. What should be the right answer? Revolt of 1857 itself is a very important topic, right? So there are multiple questions that are being asked from the revolt of 1857 repeatedly, right? The various statements made about the revolt of 1857, the nature of 1857, the causes of 1857, the course of the revolt of 1857, right? So this is very important and you have to attempt it in a better way. All right, let me know what should be the right answer for question number 4th. Anamika said option number D. Option number D. Option number D is none of the above. Actually, at the time of 1857 revolt, the Nizam of Hyderabad was Afzal-ud-Daula. Afzal-ud-Daula was the Nizam of Hyderabad, and there is one more option here, that is Salar Jung the First. He was the prime minister. He was the prime minister of the Hyderabad, state of Hyderabad during the 1857 revolt. So it is going to be option number A as the right answer. Keep it in mind. You can write it as well. Okay, we will move on to our next question. That is question number 5th. In which year the Dutch East India Company established a factory in Pulicat? In which of the following years the Dutch East India Company established its first factory in Pulicat? What should be the right answer for question number 5th? What should be the right answer for question number 5? Is it buffering? No, it is not. I don't think so. Just start over the class again. It is not buffering as I can see. Okay, option number A, all of you have said it is 1610 is the year in which Dutch has established their first factory in Pulicat, which was on the eastern coast, right? So this is an important thing to be asked. For example, like the East India Company is written here, Dutch East India Company. So you are being asked some questions on the chronological order, right? For example, the chronological order of the establishment of factories of various powers, British, French, Dutch, right? Or other than that, the arrival of the various European East India companies. For example, like Portuguese were the first, right? Dutch were the second, British were the third, Danes were the fourth, and French East India Company or the French were the last major power to come to India, right? So these are some questions that are being asked in order to arrange them chronologically. All right. So keep it in mind, this is important. Next question, question number 6. Question number 6 is, who among the following had drafted a declaration of independence? A declaration of independence was drafted in 1930. Who among the following drafted the Declaration of Independence pledge? Declaration of Independence pledge in 1930. What should be the right answer? Let me know. 4 options are there: Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, and C.R. Das. Quite an easy one, quite and difficult one. In fact, if I would say, not an easy one, because it is quite obvious the answer that you have given already, right? All of you have given, that is option number B. It is quite evident from the questions that this basically pertains to the Purna Swaraj resolution. Purna Swaraj resolution that was taken up in 1929. So if you are being asked about the Purna Swaraj resolution, who drafted it, then your answer should be Jawaharlal Nehru, right? Then only your answer should be Jawaharlal Nehru. But this is a separate thing that was about a month after this, on 26th of January 1930, when the first Independence Day was celebrated in Lahore, right, on the bank of River Ravi. So this pledge was taken up, which is known as the Declaration of Independence Pledge, right? This Declaration of Independence Pledge was taken up by the various leaders, and this Declaration of Independence Pledge was drafted by Mahatma Gandhi. Keep it in mind, very important. If you are being asked that who drafted the resolution on Purna Swaraj, right? The resolution on Purna Swaraj was drafted by Jawaharlal Nehru, but this Declaration of Independence Pledge that was taken up there in 26th of January 1930, right? This was drafted by Mahatma Gandhi. Very important. Keep it in mind. This was Mahatma Gandhi, option number C. You can write it as well. It is very important. Declaration of Independence Pledge. Who drafted it? All right. Okay. Question number 7. Who acknowledged Dupleix as the governor of the territory starting from the Krishna River to the Kanyakumarika? Right. What should be the right answer? Who among the following? Who among the following has basically appointed Dupleix as the governor of the territory from here to here, right? This is your Krishna River, and this is your Kanyakumari, right? Or Cape Comorin. Sometimes you are being asked in the question like who has appointed Dupleix as the governor from the Krishna River up to the Cape Comorin. So Cape Comorin is Kanyakumari as well, right? So what should be the right answer for this question number 7? Let me know. 4 options are there: Chanda Sahib, Nasir Jung, Anwaruddin, and Muzaffar Jung. All are very familiar name. What should be the right answer? Option number D. See here. So there used to be these 2 princely states, right? One of them used to be here at which is Carnatic, and second one used to be here, that is Hyderabad. So after the deaths of their rulers, there comes a succession battle in which the British supported the rulers for both Carnatic and the Hyderabad states, as well as the French supported on the other side. French supported, like for example, like for Carnatic they supported Chanda Sahib, and for Hyderabad they supported Muzaffar Jung, right? Nasir Jung, Britishers supported against Muzaffar Jung in Hyderabad, and there is one more name I am not able to recall properly, which the British supported against this Chanda Sahib in Carnatic region. So in both the regions, Chanda Sahib became the Nawab of Carnatic here. Muzaffar Jung became the Nawab of Hyderabad, and after he was as he was being supported by the French, at that time this French Governor General, that was Dupleix, he was here in India. So he was appointed by Muzaffar Jung as the governor of the territory lying between Krishna River up to the Cape Comorin or the Kanyakumari. All right. No, it is not going to be C. It is Muzaffar Jung. Option number D is absolutely right. Muzaffar Jung has appointed him as the governor of the territory starting from the Krishna River up to Kanyakumari. All right. Keep it in mind. Very important. Next is question number 8. Who among the following criticized the Indian National Congress by saying it as the microscopic minority of the people? Who called it the microscopic minority of the people? Tell me. Who called Indian National Congress as the microscopic minority of the people? Who called Indian National Congress as the microscopic minority of the people? So there were various statements, that were made about Indian National Congress by the different viceroys in India, right? So they are very important. For example, like one that is made by Lord Curzon, that Congress is tottering to its fall, and one of my greatest ambition while in India is to take it to a peaceful demise. This has been asked previously in HES as well. So these are some important statements that you have to keep in mind. So here option number A, Lord Dufferin has called it a microscopic minority. This is very important, right? Microscopic minority by Lord Dufferin. Lord Dufferin has been the viceroy from 1884 to 1888, right? So it was during his tenure when in 1885, December 28th, this International Congress was formed. All right. Okay, we will move on to our next question, that is question number 9. Question number 9 is, consider the following. So there are 4 names given: Damodar Hari Chapekar, Bal Krishna Hari Chapekar, Vinayak Damodar Chapekar, and Gopal Ganesh Chapekar. Who among these are known as Chapekar brothers? A very important question. You might have seen this Chapekar brothers case of Chapekar brothers case of 1897. Chapekar brothers were the prominent revolutionaries in the Bombay state, right, from Pune where they belonged. So they basically in 1897 they assassinated W.C. Rand. You might have read it. W.C. Rand was the plague commissioner of Pune, right? So they assassinated him and one more escort along with him in 1897, for which they were hanged later in 1899. So who among the following were Chapekar brothers? Who among the following were Chapekar brothers? Important question. All right, all of you have given A as the right answer. Almost everyone given A. Someone has given B. No, B is not going to be the right answer. It is option number A, Damodar and Bal Krishna Hari Chapekar. Very important. Damodar and Bal Krishna Hari Chapekar. These were the Chapekar brothers. Very important. Keep it in mind. They are being asked whom they have murdered. W.C. Rand. Keep it in mind. And where did this assassination took place? It is currently known as Pune. At that time, it used to be Pune. Right. So it was Chapekar brother case of 1897, a famous case. No, D is not will be the right answer. 1, 3, and 4. All right. Okay. So we will move on to the last question for the day. That is the downward filtration theory in the educational policy of India was propagated by which of the following? By which of the following? एक और थे इसमें, हाँ एक और थे इसमें, that was Vinayak. Vinayak was his name. I'm not able to recall the exact complete name. Right? There was one more. These were 3 people. One was hanged in April 1899. One was hanged in May 1899, and one was hanged later. Right? So there were 3 people. All right. So what should be the right answer for question number last? Question number 10. So what was this downward filtration theory? Says that, first let me check the answer that you have given. Okay, you have given option number B, that is Lord Macaulay. Absolutely right. The Lord Macaulay supported the view that basically pertains to this downward filtration theory, which says that the Britishers will not educate the masses. They will educate a small section of the Indian people, which in turn will educate the masses after that. Right. So this was the downward filtration theory, which was challenged after the Wool's Dispatch Act of 1854, and the later on various educational commissions were drafted. So they basically objected to this theory of Macaulay, but it was initially put forward by Macaulay that we will not teach the masses. The Britishers will not teach the masses. They will teach only a small section of people, that in turn will teach the masses after that. Right. So it was option number B. Okay. So these are our 10 questions. All of you have given the right answers for almost all the questions, and that is it for today. Right, and before taking leave again, I would like to tell you about this test series for HPAS 2026 prelims. It is an online and offline test series available in both modes, and it has some 18 plus 8 plus 10. It is I think 36 number of tests, right? 10 going to be the full length test, 5 GS plus 5 CSAT, complete section test that are 8 in number, and 18 sectional test with 50 MCQs each. Right, so if you wanted to get this test series, you can get it on the number that is given on your screen, and that is it. And I'll take your leave now, and till next time, thank you so much. Keep studying and keep watching us. Thank you.